This is Johnny Walker. Can Johnny get his motorbike down the Red Bull Hardline course as fast as a mountain bike? Can he even get down it at all? The challenge is to beat the Red Bull Hardline race record.
Cold Stone across the line! Look at the time!
To do it, Johnny will need to cover 5 distinct sectors, each with their own unique challenges, including huge step-downs, enormous 90-foot gaps, and the infamous Red Bull Hardline road gap. So can he do it?
The track is way bigger than I actually expected and super gnarly. I think it's definitely going to be a memory game trying to link everything together, so I'm a little bit nervous.
He's a lot quicker than me.
This is probably one of the worst ones. My bike doesn't turn anywhere near like a mountain bike.
Come on, Johnny.
What did I get myself in for here? Scared.
You cannot comprehend how gnarly that is, taking 100 kilos from a dead start off of that drop, had a bit of a bounce, and the rock down there is like a mirror. It's worse than I've ever seen it. You did it absolutely mint.
Gee, that one was scary.
That was sick. As Johnny comes off of that cannon, he enters Sector 3, which is a really, really crucial section of the track, and it absolutely has its all. It starts with this enormous drop that's completely blind.
The worst thing is not being able to see the landing. I'm not used to doing that.
It's so hard to judge your speed when you can't, isn't it?
Exactly.
So we're looking at a few videos on our phones of me riding it, other riders riding it, and hopefully that's going to be enough for him to see how fast he needs to go. That looked quite good. Johnny's had quite a few run-ins on this, and it's strange, it's similar on the mountain bikes. You run in quite a lot of times, but they don't really add any value because you can't see that landing. But I think he's worked the speed out in his head, and hopefully we'll see him go off it now. That is so wild to see a motorbike go off that. I'm so impressed. That was a pleasure to watch. The race kit's on. We're at the big road gap, which Johnny hasn't hit before, but fortunately I have. I'm going to have a roll through, which I'm not overly happy about. Johnny's going to watch for the speed, and I think he's going to follow me through. That's the plan.
Second time round.
How do you feel about it?
Good to go. I'm happy that you're riding. From when you're straight on, you can't see nothing. You don't see the corner. You literally just see trees. Can't wait to get this one out of the way.
Boys dropping in 3, 2, 1.
I feel a little bit shaky.
Stand by, Johnny did not go.
It's just getting the speed right for him. He can't just roll purely with gravity. He's got to work it out with the power. So, yeah, it's up to him. I can't help him anymore. Johnny's having another few run-ins. It's so tense up here for this gap. It is honestly enormous, but I hope watching me do it and the speed that I had has helped him. We should see him do it soon. He's got the capability. He did that enormous step down further up, so the bike's good, he's good. He's just got to press send now. I think you know what you're doing now, don't you?
Oh my God.
That was beyond tense.
Oh my God, that was scary. I just made it. It was close, I think. I need to go one more. Let's get it done together.
Yeah?
Be the first motorbike bicycle train.
Stoked for you, mate.
Cheers, bud. Thanks for your help. Sorry to make you ride.
Boys dropping in 3, 2, 1.
Yes, dude! Woo!
I went faster thinking that I needed to go faster. Everything's so steep and the drops are so big. Put it together, get a race run in.
Johnny has ticked off every part of this course, but it all leads to this, the final race run. So let's hand over to the voice of Red Bull Hardline, Rob Warner.
Practice behind him. It's about to get very real for Johnny Walker, one of the world's most accomplished off-road motorcycle racers. Johnny has pointed his enduro bike at the most extreme terrain on planet Earth. And now he's about to tackle Red Bull Hardline. Can he bring a motorcycle down the world's hardest downhill mountain bike track? Can he get anywhere in those winning times we've seen from the last decade? And here he comes across this big rock slab, end of sector 1. Walker already having to get on the brakes here. That dirt bike 7 times the weight of a mountain bike. And in these tight sections he will feel it, and he will feel it off this drop here. So much harder to stop the big dirt bike there. Walker though, safely off there. Turns left, gonna hook 4th gear here now. As he comes down to the cannon, 75 feet, goes deeper, no problem on the enduro bike. Big step up, Walker safely over that. And now comes the biggest drop on this track, and definitely one of the hardest places to slow down on that heavy enduro bike. Walker's done it though. Going to be losing time, I would think, through this section now. Up on the rocks he goes. That big enduro bike, hard to throw left and right, picking his way through the tree roots. Hard to believe here that he's as quick as the mountain bikes. Coming out now into the dirty ferns. And up onto the end of sector 3 on this lily pad now. Straight off here, hard on the power, then hard on the brakes. Before he hits this big 90-footer, Walker sails way past the landing. Carrying so much speed in this long right-hander. And now these tight turns are placing the mountain bikers say they take a breather. Walker will be working hard through here. The big heavy motorbike flip-flop through those turns. In this rock section he's usually riding up stuff like that into the tightest right-hander on the course. Walker cleanly through there. Certainly the biggest mental challenge on this track. Walker safely across the road gap again. Into sector 5 now. Super tight, super technical. Roots and rocks everywhere, picking his way down through here. Oh, big gap coming up, Walker sends it. And another one into this right-hander now. And while the mountain bikers can pick up and bunny hop over a lot of this terrain, Walker is forced to ride through on the heavier dirt bike. Making light work of it though, he's going to come into this left-hander now. And onto this last straight then. Big long drop for him. And Walker now going to be faster. All the way to the finish line, opens it up. Clears the 75-footer. Johnny Walker completes Red Bull Hardline. Incredible stuff.
Dude, that is scary.
Full run. Was it fast enough to beat Jackson Goldstone, his record time of that 2:20? Or can it match any of the fastest winning runs from the last 10 years of Red Bull Hardline? Over to Jono Jones to find out.
Johnny, well done.
Cheers,
Very impressed. How did it feel?
The scariest thing I've ever done.
This is a leaderboard of all the different winning times, but where do you think you ended up?
As long as I'm closer to the top than I am to the bottom, I'll be happy.
I can tell you
Go on.
that you did a 2:33, which is in here, which I think is exceptional. So you're on the podium.
Squeeze me in.
Where you belong.
Yes.
Well done.
Cheers, bud. I've never been so scared. Ever.